So today I have a special guest. She's one of the nicest, amazing, wonderful people I know on Twitch. She's so welcoming and super fun to watch. And did I mention she's chill as well? She's part of one of my favorite communities on Twitch. Please welcome Coze, aka CozEGames. Coze is COZE, to tonight's episode. Welcome, Coze.
Nice, you're one of my favorite people on Twitch.
Oh, stop it. We're not gonna start complimenting each other.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And I'm going to win.
All right, fine. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. First things first, how are you today?
I am actually so good. I woke up in a fantastic mood. I got lots of sleep. I am doing great, actually, for a change.
That's good.
How has your day been, Lucy?
Tired, bad night's sleep.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. Well... Ugh. Blame Bezos, I guess.
Yeah, we can blame Bezos for everything. That's fine.
Yep. I mean, he makes $1 million a day, so he doesn't have anything to lose. So can you tell me about how you discovered Twitch, how you decided to become a streamer, and a little bit about the channel, please?
Yeah. So I actually discovered Twitch when my brother-in-law started streaming about a year before I did. I initially joined as just a viewer. I was only there to support him and just kind of be like a little cheerleader. And then through that process, I started networking with other people. I made this big web of friends who all said, why don't you do it? And I was like, I don't have the stuff. And they were like, that's an easy fix. So slowly but surely, I started gathering the equipment. We moved me into my own office because my fiance and I actually sat like back to back for a while. So my mic would pick him up all the time. And then once I was in my own office, I was like, well, now what's really stopping me? So I just got the stuff and I made the jump, and it's the best thing I've ever done because through that I have made even more friends and have this community now that I love. I try to have cozy vibes. I want it to be somewhere where people can just come in and chill, whether they've had a bad day or a long day, just somewhere that they feel welcomed and feel loved, because I do love each and every single one of my community members deeply. And I wouldn't be here today without them.
That is nice. So where did the name Coze Games come from, and why is it spelled like that specifically?
So my name is Erica, and when I initially started Twitch, I was not CozEGames. I was E and then my last name, and everybody was like, you have to rebrand. You can't stream with that name because people will have your entire name. And I was like, touche. And my last name isn't common, so it would not be hard to find me at all. So I started trying to like decide exactly what direction I wanted the channel to go in. And I knew that, like I just said, I wanted those like cozy, come in, hang out, chit chat, just all around good vibes to be a part of it. So I knew I wanted cozy in there somehow. Cozy is typically spelled with a Y. However, I am Erica, so I just took the Y out and put the E in. And then initially, my plan was to go down the cozy gaming route. When I'm not streaming, I am playing cozy games all the time.
Yep, we're going to talk about that as well.
That morphed into the horror realm. So anyway, cozy was initially the plan to go the cozy realm. And then I wanted cozy gaming. Gaming wasn't available. So I just went with games. We just shortened it. It was available on all the platforms, and CozEGames was started.
Do you remember what was the first game you ever streamed?
Phasmophobia.
Oh, wow. Well, speak of cozy.
That's so... I love that this identity, I guess I'll call it, that I've morphed for myself is so, what's the word I want to use? Oh my god, I use it all the time. It's like a juxtaposition. Like, my name is Cozy. You come in, you get the cozy vibes. I mean, you've been in there. I think you get the feel. But then, like, I'm playing this horror game or this spooky game and constantly getting the crap scared out of me. The juxtaposition that gives, I just love it so much. And it's so funny to see people come in for the first time and be like, this isn't cozy. No, my friends, no. The vibes are, the games are not.
I mean, fair enough. This is what I'm gonna ask you. Like, what's your comfort off-stream game?
My comfort off-stream game, it tends to vary. it's 9 times out of 10, it's Binding of Isaac. The Binding of Isaac Repentance is the very first game I actually ever played on my PC. My fiance Mitchell, it's his favorite game. So when we started dating, he carried his Switch everywhere. He played it everywhere. And I was like, I don't understand this game. Then when he built me my PC, I was like, I'm going to be better at your favorite game than you are. That was my goal.
I mean...
And I downloaded it. I bought it. I now have sunk almost 1,000 hours into the game. And if I'm not streaming, that's usually what you're finding me playing. Sorry.
I mean, we can say that you've been binding your time to the game. So that was good. That's a good thing. So you said, as you said, you mostly do like a variety of games and some spoopy games. Mm-hmm. What other games are you willing to discover? Like, what other spectrums of the whole gaming genres are you willing to discover in the future or play in the future?
I am actually open to anything, and that's not just for gaming. That's like food. I will try anything once. Games. I will try anything once. There's nothing that I specifically write off as like, no, that's not a me type of game. If that was the case, I would have never played Elden Ring. I would have never picked up Fortnite. There was a very long period of time where I was like, no, first-person shooters, not me. Yeah. But I have since discovered Fortnite. Nat got me playing. It was something that she loved playing, and I wanted a game to be able to play with her. And I've discovered I like shooters. I like spooky. I like horror. I like the Souls-like games. I'm just all over the place in terms of what I play. So there's nothing that I'm not open to.
I mean, I already struggle in Goat Simulator as it is. It's like a simple game, so I cannot, for the love of everything that's pure, I cannot handle Souls-like games. And I don't like first-person shooters because I cannot aim.
I suck at aiming so bad. It's like, and my reflexes, somebody will be like, they're shooting from over there. And by the time I figure out where they're shooting from, I'm dead.
I'm like, yeah, even today in like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I was playing it off stream and I was like, I upgraded my bow, and the bow, when you aim, the new bow is like first person. I'm like, stop moving. Oh, that's me. Never mind.
Yeah. By the time I get aimed, they're like halfway across the map. It's fine.
I mean, yeah.
I just genuinely enjoy playing games with my friends. So like, if a first person shooter is what I have to play to do that, then so be it.
So, what are your limits regarding your streams? Like, what would piss you off? What's the big no-no? What could get someone banned besides graphic artists and bots?
Besides graphic artists? Oh, no. So, I do have a strict... I don't want to say strict. Trauma dumping? Just coming in, like, being a new viewer and just automatically off the bat. I've had a couple people just come in and, like, that's the first thing they do is send me, like, a paragraph long... this is what's going on. Like, we can talk about it 100%. But there are topics that make my people in my community uncomfortable. Like, you said earlier that somebody has talked about some pretty dark stuff on the podcast, and that just is triggering for some people. So I don't want you to just come in off the bat and throw it all out there. However, I am somebody that, like, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm always available. I have Discord on my phone. I have Twitter on my phone, Instagram, everything. My messages are always open, available for anybody. So I don't want to say it's a strict no trauma dumping thing. Like, if you come in and you say I'm having a bad day, I'm going to tell you to message me personally. I just don't want ever to have somebody in my community, feel like they can't talk to me. So that's why I said it's not like strict, but it's also a little bit. But I don't want other people to feel uncomfortable either. So we have to find that happy medium. That is one thing that I mean,
that's fair. That's fair. So what games you would never see yourself playing? Like, okay, I know you said you play anything, but like, what's something you tried and you say like, okay, this might not be my muse?
Call of Duty.
Yeah, same here.
Absolutely not. I've tried so many times. The only thing that I'm even slightly good at on Call of Duty is the like zombies section, and I think that's only because I love Killing Floor, so I think I'm just so used to that I can take Killing Floor and move it to COD Zombies. But other than that, Call of Duty, I can't. I've tried to get into it. I've tried to be good at it. I am not.
I mean, now that you say Killing Floor, I vividly remember that there's a Simpsons spoof episode called The Kissing Floor, and that's funny. Oh,
I'm gonna have to look that up. I didn't know that. I'm actually not that big into The Simpsons. I'm gonna have to look at that.
I'm a crazy Simpsons fan. Like, I have everything. Mom got me more t-shirts from the US of the Simpsons. I think I have like underwear. I have like a sweatpants for the Simpsons. I have like t-shirts. I don't have a cap yet, but I have socks, everything. I even have like plushie dolls.
You don't have a cap yet. Christmas is coming up. I'm making note.
I mean, you don't have to, but like...
Stop.
Plus...
Gift giving is my love language, Lucifer. You have to accept it.
Plus,
everybody else.
It's a plus that my dad looks like a carbon copy of Homer Simpson. I'm not kidding.
I love that for you.
Yeah. So how many hours per day or week in general do you spend on Twitch? That's besides streaming.
Spend on Twitch? I think it really just depends on what my work schedule looks like. But if I had to put a number to it, I'd say probably at least 20 to 30 hours. I spend a lot of time. That probably is on the low end.
Yeah. I mean, most of my waking hours. Most of my waking hours are on Twitch. Yeah. Even at work.
If I'm not working... Well, so for me, work is hard because I am in a 911 call center. So it just being able to give time and attention to Twitch is hard. And I don't like to be there if I can't give some form of attention. I might have your tab muted, but like I have your stream open and I'm watching your chat and I might interact still, things like that. So being at work is a little bit harder for me. But when I'm at home, 9 times out of 10, I have somebody's stream open.
Yeah, I mean, like, given my job as like a sound engineer or like working at a radio station and this like with PCs all the time, I have like one PC that always has Twitch open, like 3 or 4 maximum. The maximum I've had is like 6 tabs, and most of them are like either me supporting a friend or just like modding. It's just how my daily life is. It's like Twitch has been my safe space, has been my support, has been my hand holding, if we can say that.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's definitely a space for me too, and it's where I've made so many of my friends. Although you might not know it, am a pretty shy person in real life. So the fact that like Twitch has opened up this world where I can be myself unapologetically at that, and B, find so many like-minded people. I don't have a problem spending so much time there. They do have it blocked on our computers at work though, so. Otherwise, if it wasn't blocked on our computers at work, I would probably use it a lot more at work too, because I could have it up on my actual computer and not need my phone.
I mean, if they block it on mine, I would rage.
I wish I could rage. They would just be like, get good, and tell me to go back to work.
Nah, because I have a lot to hold against them, and if I open my mouth and I spill the beans, literally the whole the HR, the underboss, everybody will get in trouble if I open my mouth. So they better not block Twitch.
This is a warning to Bluesy's work.
Yep, and I've been with them 11 years, come like September 29th, so...
Holy crap.
But anyways, let's move on to the next round. Like, we're gonna be playing a little mini game similar to Kill, Marry, Sleep With. You're familiar with it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you might need like a notebook if you want to write them down.
Okay, give me 1 second. Oh, okay, good.
So the game is called Play, Delete, Uninstall.
Play, delete, uninstall. Got it.
In this mini game, I will name a set of 3 games each time. You will have to tell me which one you'd play. And by play, I mean you can play it and keep it forever. It stays there, it lives there. Which one you delete from existence and it's gone for everyone. And which one you'd uninstall. Consider the uninstall as like you're trying a demo before buying a game, but there's a catch. By uninstall, you can play it a little bit and never come back to it, or all the way through, finish it and never go back to it. No new game plus, no nothing.
Okay.
And that also includes the whole franchise.
Okay.
And this is the only segment where I can be a dick. So you have 3 jokers that allow you to either delete all of the games during one of the questions or keep all of them. You cannot uninstall or keep, delete to, etc. You're also free to skip any of these if you feel stuck or blank out on one. Ready?
Yes.
Alright, so first three are obvious: Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, and Battlefield.
Oh, can I go ahead and use my Joker and get rid of all of them? Wow, remember that question where you asked if there's any games that I would not play?
Mm-hmm.
This is the three.
Okay, fine, fair enough. Apex, Fortnite, Valorant.
You said Apex,
Fortnite, and
or Valorant?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to uninstall Apex. I'm going to play Fortnite.
Okay.
And I'm deleting Val.
Valorant, okay. So the next ones are Halo, Overwatch 2, and PUBG.
Watch 2 and PUBG. Okay. I'm going to uninstall Overwatch.
Okay.
I'm going to delete PUBG. And I will play Halo.
That's fair. The next ones are Valheim, Stardew Valley, and Minecraft.
Oh, man. I don't want to take the Joker way out, but I might need to because I love all of these.
You can skip as well. So.
Well, let's just go with the Joker route and say play all.
Okay.
Because I love all three of those are so good.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot worse. So.
Oh God. Okay.
We're gonna up the Jokers to 4 now. So you got 2 more Jokers.
Okay.
So The Sims, Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Palia.
Dreamlight Valley and Palia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let uninstall Dreamlight Valley, play Palia, and delete The Sims.
Okay, so Gears of War, The First Descendant, and Once Human.
Gears of War, First Descendant, and Once Human.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna play Once Human.
Okay.
And then I've never played Gears of War, so we're just gonna delete that.
Okay.
And we will uninstall First Descendant.
Okay. Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring, Diablo.
Oh God, Bluesy. Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring,
Diablo.
All right, well, uninstall Baldur's Gate, play Elden Ring, delete Diablo.
Okay, fair enough. Quake, Doom, and the Elder Scrolls series.
Quake, Doom, Elder Scrolls. All right, we're gonna play Elder Scrolls. I can tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played either of the other two, so let's delete Quake.
Okay.
And I will uninstall Doom because it looks like something that I would like. I just haven't played it.
I mean, they're kind of the same, but like graphics-wise, they're different.
Oh.
Yeah. So Lethal Company, Content Warning, and Among Us.
Oh, man. Okay. So I'm going to play Lethal.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to uninstall Content Warning. And I'm going to delete Among Us. Because as much as I love Among Us, it's not as good as the other two.
Okay. Phasmophobia, Demonologist, Devour.
Demonologist, Devour. Okay. I'm going to play Demonologist.
Okay.
I'm going to delete Phasmophobia.
Mm-hmm.
And I will uninstall Devour.
I concur with this one because I would delete Phasmophobia.
I have a love-hate relationship with Phasmo.
Same. The Fallout series, Dead Space, and Mass Effect.
Dead Space and Mass Effect. Sorry, I'm trying to write down as you're talking.
No worries.
Okay, Fallout, Dead Space, Mass Effect.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to uninstall Dead Space.
Okay.
Delete Mass Effect.
Okay.
And I'm going to play the Fallout series.
Okay. So Visage, Madison, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Visage, Madison, and Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. I've never played Visage, so let's delete that.
Okay.
Madison, I would like to play, so I'm going to play that. And we're going to uninstall Five Nights at Freddy's.
Fair enough. Dead Island, Left 4 Dead, and Dying Light.
Oh. I have a feeling that you're not going to agree with this one, but we're deleting Dying Light because I've never played it, so that makes that easy.
No worries.
Oh man, Dead Island and Left 4 Dead.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dead Island I'm going to uninstall because I feel like once I play it through once, I'm good. And I'm gonna play Left 4 Dead because that's
Okay.
one of my favorite games.
Okay. Have you heard that they released or like they put Dying Light 3 on Steam?
You were telling me about that the other day. It's on my list to look up. I haven't done it yet though.
There is no release date yet. It's just there. And if you own the Ultimate Edition of Dying Light 2, the Ultimate Edition, you get it for free.
Is Dying Light 2 on Steam?
Yes, and they're making this. They're doing this because Dying Light 2 didn't have like guns and weapons and stuff. It did have like melee weapons, but it did not have guns unless you probably have to like buy a DLC or something. I don't know. So the next ones are Daisy, the Forest, and the Quarry.
Daisy, Forest, and Quarry. Okay, this one's easy. I'm keeping Quarry.
Okay.
So play Quarry, uninstall the Forest, and delete Daisy.
All right. Don't Starve Together, Oxygen Not Included, and Cult of the Lamb.
Oh, I'm keeping. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Am I allowed to? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm playing Call of the Lamb. We're uninstalling Don't Starve Together. And I will delete Oxygen Not Included because I've never played it.
Okay.
I'm realizing how many games I've never played through this.
Now you can keep the list and know.
I'm going to. That's why I'm writing them all down.
That's good. So Alan Wake, Resident Evil, and The Evil Within.
Oh, easy peasy. We are going to delete Evil Within. We are going to uninstall Alan Wake. And Daddy Leon can live with us forever. We are going to play Resident Evil.
Okay. Dead Rising, The Mortuary Assistant, and The Walking Dead.
Dead Rising, we will delete. Mortuary Assistant, I will play. And I will uninstall The Walking Dead.
All right. DBD, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
All right, we are deleting Killer Clowns because I don't like clowns. And then we will play DBD and uninstall Texas Chainsaw.
TCM, okay. Project Zomboid, 7 Days to Die, and The Last of Us.
Okay. Oh.
You still have 2 jokers, by the way.
Yeah. Only because I want to keep 7 Days and Project Zomboid, we're going to use the Joker and play them all.
Okay. So next,
And actually,
yeah,
Last of Us is good too.
yeah, I haven't played Last of Us yet, and I have Project Zomboid downloaded. I don't know when I'm gonna be playing it.
Well, let me know when you do because I also have it. It's not downloaded, but it's an easy download, and I've actually never played it.
Okay.
I would like to.
Easy, no worries. The next ones are Little Nightmares, the Alien series, and Silent Hills.
Alright, we are going to play Little Nightmare, delete the Alien series, and uninstall Silent Hill.
Okay. Fall Guys, Party Animals, Chained Together.
Oh, Blue Sea. Chained Together we're going to play. We're going to uninstall Party Animals and delete Fall Guys.
I would delete them all.
Really?
Yep, I rage at all of them. I haven't played Chained Together, but still, I can't save it.
Oh my gosh, you have to play Chained Together with me and Voodoo some time.
Oh, if you want to hear me cuss like a sailor, then okay. Alright, so Cyberpunk, GTA, and Saints Row.
Alright, we're going to play Cyberpunk, uninstall GTA, and delete Saints Row.
Alright. Pal World, Pokemon, and the Digimon games.
We will uninstall Power World, play Pokemon, and delete Digimon.
Okay. Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, and Tomb Raider.
Hot take, I'm using the last Joker and deleting them all.
Okay, fair enough. All the Jokers have been used. So the final ones are Kingdom Hearts, Persona, and Final Fantasy.
Oh, well, I've never played any of these. Kingdom Hearts we would play, though, because I've heard that I would like it.
It's Final Fantasy with Disney characters. Unless...
That's how somebody else described it, too.
Yeah, and they also described it... the reason it has subtitles is because Donald Duck is in it.
That makes sense. Okay. Persona will delete.
Okay.
I know it's a loved game for a lot of people. I just have no desire to play it. My brother-in-law loves Final Fantasy, so I will uninstall that.
No worries.
It'd be one of those ones I have to give it a try on his behalf, and then I could uninstall.
Now we're gonna head into a pop quiz / lightning round. It's like random questions. So do you mind telling me and the listeners what's your daily routine? Like something you always like to do now has become regular?
So my routine these days basically consists of watching my nephew. I wake up in the morning, I go downstairs, I turn on the TV for him because we watch like Bluey and stuff like that. And then I get up and I go in the kitchen, I make myself some breakfast, and I have either coffee or an energy drink every single morning. And then we take a nap. And then when that is done, we wake up, I play with him for like another hour and a half. My brother-in-law picks him up. I take nap number 2 for the day. I really like naps, if you can't tell. Yeah. And then I get up and I spend my nights on Discord with my friends playing games usually.
That's nice. So if
Sprinkle in there talking to Mitchell, I guess.
Who? What?
I said sprinkle in there talking to Mitchell, I guess, my fiance.
Oh, okay. So if you were ever to be any object or creature, real or fictional, what would you be and why?
Creature like an animal?
Uh-huh. Anything. It can be mythological, it can be real.
I want to be a unicorn.
Nice. I want to be a Toonie Pegasus, like a unicorn with 2 horns and wings.
Oh, heck yeah. Let's both be unicorns together. Well, you can be your dual horn unicorn. But, like, how awesome would it be to have a horn?
Yep. Especially two horns on top of each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, probably, and this is going to sound so petty, when people spell my name wrong. Mostly when it's directly in front of them.
Okay, so you spell it with a K or a C?
I actually spell it with both.
Okay.
I am CK. So my dad's name is Rick. My mom and dad thought it'd be really cool to do CK. Because then Rick is in the middle of Erica.
Oh, because...
And my manager at work is constantly spelling it wrong when he emails me.
Does he use only C or only K?
He goes back and forth. It's never the same.
Okay.
Which I think might bother me even more.
I mean, yeah, I feel that. But here, like, we spell it with a C here.
Yeah, which is fine. Like, if I go somewhere, like, I'm meeting somebody for the first time, and the first couple times you spell my name wrong, whatever, I can live with that. But when I've known you for X amount of years, and you're still spelling it wrong, then it becomes one of my biggest pet peeves.
That's fair.
But if you want something that's, like, not spelling my name wrong, rattling a chip bag.
What's that?
Like a potato chip bag.
Oh, rattling a chip bag. Yeah.
Like when the crunchy sound, like when you're reaching into the bag, it's like nails on a chalkboard for me.
I hate when someone lies out of context, like when you don't have to lie. Like, for example, let's say if you want to get out of a very uncomfortable situation, I don't mind lying. But if you're like lying straight to my face and you keep doing it, no sincerity kills me, like out of context. So
that's a good one too.
Yeah. So what's one thing or person you cannot live without?
Oh, I have a couple answers for this one.
Go ahead.
I guess these days my answer is Noah, my nephew. He is like the light of my life. That little boy, I would go to war for him. He's literally my everything. Like, I didn't think I could love anybody more than like Mitchell and my mom and my sister. And then he came into my life, and he just makes me happy. Like, it's hard to be sad when he's around.
No worries. So if you weren't a gamer or a streamer, and if you weren't on Twitch, where would you be?
I guess probably you said if I'm not a gamer. Oh gosh, I don't know. Probably in an ice rink. I would still be figure skating.
That's fair. So, in your opinion, what do you think is the worst invention ever?
The worst invention. Oh gosh, these are things I don't ever think about, Lucy. You have me really thinking. What is the worst invention ever?
Mm-hmm.
Can we come back to this one?
You can skip. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Because I don't know. I've never thought about that.
All right. So, what's one thing you cannot live without, and that's not a person?
My planner.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't write things down, I don't remember them, and it just won't happen. I mean, You've seen that a couple times where I don't write down that we were supposed to record or whatever, and then I make other plans, and I need a planner to keep my life straight.
That's fair. That's fair. So, what's one thing you spend a lot of money on besides games?
Books.
Any specific genre?
I read a lot of romance.
Mm-hmm.
As an adult, when I was a kid, it was a lot of mystery.
Ooh.
But these days, it's a lot of romance. I'm not closed off to the other genres, but
That's nice. So, what would you do with $1 million?
I would buy myself a house,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would buy both my parents' houses,
Okay.
and then put the rest in the bank.
So
to accrue
that's
interest.
200k and 200k and 200k, let's say. So that's 600. Okay, that's fair. So besides gaming, what are your favorite hobbies?
Reading is the big one. I also like just being outside, going to the beach, spending time with my friends and family. Actually, spending time with my friends and family probably comes above reading. They just mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
So I spend as much time with them as I can.
Okay, so when you meet someone for the first time, what is one big red flag you notice and you cannot handle in them?
Probably talking about themselves too much.
Okay.
I don't like anybody that's super duper self-centered. I'm not saying you can't talk about yourself, but it should be a back and forth when you're meeting for the first time, getting to know somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That feedback loop is what you need. It can't just be constantly one-sided.
That's fair. That's fair. So this is a 3-part question. First part is, what's one of your favorite, all-time favorite movies, actually?
Grease.
Nice. So what's one song that you're keeping on repeat lately? Or what's one of your favorite songs of all time?
Hold on. I'm not good with names, but I can tell you because I just put it on my Spotify. It's called Not the 1975 by Knox.
Oh.
I literally, the first thing I do when I get in my car anytime is press play.
Okay.
On that song.
So this is the first song you always play?
Yep.
Okay.
For some reason, it's just a good hype song. I get in my car and it sets me in a good mood.
Mine would be, I'm pretty sure if you heard it, you'd know it. Mine would be Midnight City by M83.
What was that?
M83.
M83. I'm going to look that up.
It is, it's a French band, but they are featured in GTA 5. And if you heard the beat, it is so good. It's a disco beat. It's a lively beat. I could drive to this any day. I could just put it on repeat. And if there's an extended version of 10 minutes, I would play that all the time.
Heck yeah. I love anything with a good beat.
Yep. So what's one of your all-time favorite TV shows or series, or it can be a talk show or a game show?
Grey's Anatomy.
Nice. So if your life was ever to be a video game or a movie or a book, what would it be named and why?
Oh God. Probably Cozy Chaos. And because my life is just all over the place.
Yeah, Cozy spelled with Z-E as well.
Yeah, exactly. Cozy Chaos, because my life is just all over the place. Nothing's ever in order the same way I want it to be. And it's just, I feel like my life is just chaotic and I like it that way.
That's fair. Mine would be either exclamation, question mark, or WTF.
I like both of those.
Yeah. So if you had one special superpower, what would it be and why, and how would you use it?
I want to read minds. And I would use it to know what people are really thinking all the time, because I am a firm believer that most of the time people don't tell you what they're really thinking.
That's a good one. I don't know if I don't think you've heard of it, but like I think we have a series here inspired by a Russian series as well that centers about this thing. Like a woman gets an ability. I think a woman eats like a caramel drop. It's called caramel because like she eats like one of those candy caramels, and she gets the power of like to read minds. But she only can read the minds of men.
Oh.
But in the movie, she encounters that same old woman that gives her another one, and now she reads the minds of like women, and then she regrets it at the end. And what's funny about it is that her aunt is a chemist, so she concocts like a potion that makes her that turns things around, but it goes awry, and she starts reading the minds of babies.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Could you imagine a baby's mind?
Yeah, and
so much stuff that they think that we don't know about.
All she heard is, "I pooped myself, mommy, I want uppies," or something. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look this up and see if I'm able to watch it here.
I hope you can. I will. It's called caramel, like caramel. It's in Arabic. It's in Arabic, but I'm pretty sure you can find like English subtitles or something.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yep. So, what's something you always wanted to learn but you didn't find time for? French.
Or crocheting. One of the two.
Nice.
But French is my immediate reaction.
I'm fluent in French, if you need anything.
Oh, I'm jealous.
It's like our second language here because we were like a French colony.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And which is why my English sometimes veers toward French when I speak.
Mm-hmm.
So...
I went to France right after I graduated high school. I took 4 years of French in high school. I learned nothing. Don't tell my French teacher that. And all we needed to do was tell the waitress that like I wanted my hamburger well done. Had no idea how to say it. They spoke no English where we were. It was so bad.
You could just use this. I want my hamburger very well done. Very well done. Like this. you could speak this French.
Just throw the accent in. They'll get it every time.
I mean, yes. It's like when you speak Italian. It's like, oh, you want this. You can do it with the hand gestures as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, when you're speaking Italian, you have to use the hands.
Yeah. There's a meme I'm gonna send you in a bit. It's super funny. Let me find it real quick before I forget.
Yeah.
It's about like alien and like Italian stuff and something. Here you go. Let me send it. And there you go. I don't know why I giggled when I saw that.
It's loading. Oh my god, I fucking love that. Italian.
Yeah, Italian. Alien Italian.
I love that.
Yep. So, if you had the chance to switch lives with one celebrity from today, who would you pick and why? And it's just for a day.
Oh, so one celebrity just for a day?
Yep.
Taylor Swift. People love her.
Yep. I would agree. Mine would be, funny enough, Kim Kardashian, even though I hate the ground she walks on. But there's 3 reasons. First reason is I want to see what goes on behind the scenes. Second reason is I want to just try and like smuggle some of her money to my parents. And third reason is I want to get to just swear at her sisters, like call her sister names. One, like, for example, like, hey Courtney, you bitch, for example. Yeah,
that's a good one. Maybe try to do. If I was to do Kim Kardashian, I'd want to recreate the milk picture with her with the cup of milk on her butt.
I need to send you a channel that already did that.
Oh my god.
They did them with The Sims. It's called SimGM Productions. I'll send you the channel in a bit. So if you had which of these 3 things you would give up if you ever had to? Money, gaming, or love?
Money. Money doesn't make me happy. Doesn't necessarily make me happy. I'm not saying it doesn't make me happy.
Mm-hmm.
But gaming and love both make me very happy.
Okay. So if you had an alter ego, what would their name be and what would they do?
I don't know what their name would be, but they'd probably just be rude all the time because I need to have a better backbone.
Mine would be the complete opposite of me. Like how nice I am right now. He would be pure evil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just need somebody to be like the asshole, you know?
And this is why I sometimes like use Step Lucifer, my other account, to just like mess with people. Sometimes, like whenever someone says like a step joke, I'm like, Step Lucifer, help me. For example, the other day someone was like mining wood or like farming wood in a game, and I was like, help me, Step Log, I'm stuck, using Step Lucifer. And then I'm like, oh, I reply to him. I'm like, oh, look at this clown. I'm like, Sub Lucifer was like, takes one to know one. And they started laughing.
I love that.
So these are food related questions. So what is your favorite food? What is your favorite drink? Sorry, drink of choice.
My favorite drink, sweet tea.
And if it's
iced tea.
And if it's alcohol?
Oh, if it's alcohol, tequila.
Nice. Mine would be Jaeger bomb, but you know how Jaeger they add like energy drink to it. I add vodka and I add a sparkling drink.
Oh, Bluesy, you make yours real strong.
Yep. Either this or go home.
Oh my gosh.
So what's the weirdest food you've ever had?
The weirdest food I've ever had? I don't know, because I don't really eat weird food. I don't think I've eaten anything that's like super weird. I guess if you were going like a food combination, I eat potato chips and applesauce.
Together?
Which everybody thinks is really weird. Yeah. Like take a salty potato chip and dip it in applesauce. It's so good.
Well, people think that pineapple on pizza is like weird and gross, and to gross them out,
those people are wrong.
Though to gross them out, I put ketchup on the pineapple slices only.
Oh no, Bluesy, what?
And I also like ketchup on rice, so I love that.
I think ketchup's weird in general, but
I mean,
I'm not a ketchup person.
I love ketchup. Like any condiment in the world just should get cancelled except ketchup, honestly. So
I will send you all my ketchup.
I don't mind. So what's your comfort food of all time?
My favorite comfort
food. Yeah.
So it's this really weird meal. I just said I don't eat anything weird. Anyway, it's like a baked bean and hot dog casserole that my mom used to make when I was kids, and it's literally just like a can of baked beans, and you pour it in the pot, and you take hot dogs, you cut them up, you put them in there, and you bake it in the oven. But when I eat that, I just think of my childhood, and I have so many good memories, and it's delicious.
That's nice. So the final question is, what's your favorite or a traditional food from your state or country?
Scrapple.
And what
Nobody's gonna know what it is, but scrapple. It's literally exactly what it sounds like. So in Delaware, we are like a big farming state, and when they take the pigs and stuff to slaughter, only parts of it are used. So scrapple is literally the scraps of the pig that don't get used, put into a grinder. They grind it up, they put it in a loaf, it comes out, it's gray and disgusting looking, but it tastes so good.
Oh my god. I don't know why my mind went to like a scrapped apple when you said that.
Ironically, we have an apple scrapple festival.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So mine would probably be either fattoush, the salad from where I am, or something called manaish or manakish. Like it's like a wrap, a wrap that you like just made out of like a dough that you put in an oven, but you can fill it with either thyme, cheese, or we have a combination where we mix like tomato sauce and cheese together.
Ooh.
That is so good. I think
that sounds delicious.
I think May's mom makes them. So if you, next time you go, she said she's gonna make a Lebanese feast. So you have to try these.
Okay, I will tell her that she has to make it for me.
Yep, those are like also street food for us. So
I am a big fan of food. I will try anything.
this is the final segment, which is the mental health part. In this segment, we'll be talking about mental health. So I asked Cozy which mental health topic she would love to talk about, and she said
anxiety and the way that it's influenced my life up until this point.
Okay, yeah. So I don't have any questions prepared, so this is gonna be like impromptu and improv. So Cozy, the whole segment is yours. I'm listening.
So let's see, what year are we in? 2024? In 2021, I know it's not that long ago, but I lost both my grandmothers, which is kind of where I first I was cognizant and aware of the fact that anxiety was basically ruling my life. I was angry all the time. I grew up with parents that tried their best. They did, and they were good parents. They were very good parents, but they fought constantly. I can't tell you a day of my childhood that I don't remember them fighting. I was constantly taking care of my sister. Like, I was not her parent per se, because they were good parents, but I was the one that was always protecting her, making sure that she was safe when they were fighting and stuff like that. So just as I got older, I guess I never really got out of that role. I was constantly in a protector role. I constantly was watching over my shoulder, waiting for something to go wrong. And it developed me into this very angry, anxious person. When my anxiety spikes, anger is how that comes out. So I went through a couple really bad relationships from the time I was in high school until I met Mitchell. And then when both my grandmothers passed away in 2021, I got angry. I was angry at the world for taking them from me. They were gone too soon. My one grandmother had been really sick for a long time, but like, we still thought we had more time with her. The other grandmother was completely unexpected. So I was just angry, and then I was taking it out on Mitchell, and it kind of reached a point where like he was at his breaking point, and he is the most gentle, patient person I've ever met. So the fact that he was at a breaking point with it was kind of when I went, oh, something's wrong. Something is very wrong.
When I lost my paternal grandma in 2020, it was a dark time for me. A lot of emotions came out in songs. Some of them, like there is one particular song that's called "What If I Told You." It's basically just a ballad about like, what if I told you that tomorrow I'll be gone. I was dabbling with the idea of death. So, what if I told you that tomorrow I won't be here? Would you be happy, or would you cry for me? Would you hold my hand and just like make it as if it's the last day on earth? And then at the end, I end up saying that, what if all this was just a lucid dream?
That's really deep. I'll have to listen to that.
Mm-hmm. I haven't released it, but I can send it to you. So
will you?
There is a few other songs in my upcoming metal rock album, which is super aggressive. It's coming out in February. It's a double album. I put out a lot of emotions ever since, and you're gonna see another side of me in the album. It's like the side I don't want to show the world, but I had to let it out somehow, or in some way.
Some kind of outlet.
Mm-hmm. So it's
and that was
super aggressive. Super aggressive, super dark, super like frightening side that I let out in this album. That you're gonna see like what monster had inhabited me back then. So
yeah, and that was kind of my problem, was I didn't really have an outlet back then. I didn't really start gaming until about 2020 when Mitchell and I moved in together. So it's not like I had, games to turn to. I didn't really have that many friends. It was Mitchell, and I was going to work and coming home. My family was basically my friends. I called my grandmother, multiple times a month just to talk to her. So all of a sudden, like, losing all that, it was almost like my life was just unraveling and I didn't have control. I have control issues. I know that about myself now. I luckily went to therapy. A lot of this has since been fixed for the most part. But it was just a very, I don't want to say a dark time. It's not like I reached the point where like I was thinking like the world would be better without me, but I was very much out of control. And maybe that's where like the need to have the planner comes from. Maybe that's where a lot of things come from. But anxiety was just ruling everything about me. And it wasn't until I went to therapy and like I sat down and I was talking about all these things and my therapist was like, yeah, you have anxiety, that I was like, oh, Like, obviously I knew something was wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
and then to realize, like, I now take these things that he's kind of taught me, like, yeah, when this happens, it's because you were anxious and blah, blah, blah. And I look back and that's probably been there since I was a kid. So, and that's why, like, nowadays mental health is so big for me. Making sure, like, everybody's mental health is well. You're taking the steps to make sure your mental health is well, and just taking time for you to better yourself. Because otherwise, I know what it's like to kind of go down a scarier path. And not that mine ever got so bad as, you know, some other people's, but I don't want that for anybody else. I don't want anybody else to live the way that I was living.
Yeah, I feel that. I've been kind of like diagnosed with severe depression, moderate anxiety, or at some point it turned into melancholy. So I had nothing, no coping mechanism at the time, nothing but music. One of my biggest influencers and that helped me out through this dark time was Kelly Clarkson, and I listened to her songs. But then in 2021, I was like told that I have like I found that I don't feel good anymore. I was always like down. I was always pouting. I was always like blaming myself for not being happy, not seeing what the world has around me, like not being grateful. Actually 2022, not 2021. So I didn't take a self-diagnosis. I went to a doctor and she told me that it might be a little bit of autism spiking up. So that must be why, because like at some point it kind of felt like bipolar disorder, but it wasn't bipolarity. Like I didn't feel bipolar, like I didn't show symptoms of bipolarity. So she was like, oh, you feel down, you feel depressed, you don't feel like doing anything, but then 2 hours later or like a few minutes later you feel like a splurge of energy, like you want to do everything. That might be autism, that might be depression spikes, that might be anxiety and everything, because life wasn't easy and it still isn't, but it's a little bit tender now, but still like it punches you in the face sometimes.
Oh yeah, life is definitely unpredictable at best.
Yeah,
so you just kind of have to learn to roll with the punches. But that's why, like, figuring out ways to control those feelings was so important for me, because first off, like I said, Mitchell was at his wit's end. I was yelling at him left and right. I would go from 0 to 100 so fast. It was like we could be fine 1 minute and then the next minute I am so angry that like I can't even talk to you.
Yeah.
So, you know, having control of those feelings and just knowing how to deal with them when they pop up has been something that's really, really big for me.
Yeah, I can see that. But there's another subject I would love to discuss with you if you don't mind. Your journey with you had an operation last year. I remember that. Do you want to talk about that? Do you don't mind? Do you mind?
Yeah, no, I don't mind at all. Last October, I had gastric sleeve surgery, which essentially just means that they took my stomach and they chopped off roughly 2/3 of it. So it's just a much smaller stomach. And unfortunately, a lot of people see this as me taking the easy way out in terms of weight loss, because it is a weight loss surgery. But it's actually just a tool, not a easy way out per se. So I decided, well, actually, in order to start the story, we kind of have to go back a year prior to that. I have 2 bad knees. I figure skated for 11 years, and I have a birth defect that causes my kneecaps to sit too high. So between the birth defect and just constantly, figure skating is a lot on your knees and your joints. When I walk, I grind bone on bone. There's no cartilage left. And my orthopedic doctor, we tried shots, we tried a gel injection in there. It would work for very short periods of time, and unfortunately we reached the point where it was like, we either need to do surgery or you need to lose weight.
Okay.
So I obviously tried the lose weight route. I tried it on my own. I have very little willpower, and a lot of it too is just associating the reason that I eat like I do, and like figuring out my relationship with food, which was deeply rooted in my anxiety and my childhood trauma and all of that. So I made the decision last August that I was going to go through with the weight loss surgery tool part of it, because now I'm altering my body in a way that, like, if I don't force myself to change, I have bigger issues. And that's if I overeat, I feel sick. I can physically be sick. I get heartburn really bad. There's just a lot of negatives that come with it. So I focused on like the negative reinforcement side of it for myself. But the journey that I've been on has been great. It made me, like I said, really look into my relationship with food and change that. I make a lot better health choices now in terms of what I eat, what I'm putting inside my body. I read labels. I read nutrition facts. And just ultimately, I think making those changes has also, ironically, to circle back to mental health, improved that as well. Because my body just feels better. I've lost 80 pounds.
Oh wow!
Since last October.
I've been on a yo-yo dieting journey, where last year I was like fit or thin, and since January of this year I've been like gaining weight, and I look like I'm pregnant, honestly, because of like,
oh no,
I have an eating disorder that's sometimes can be controlled, sometimes it cannot be controlled. So I don't know where to go anymore. I don't know what to do. I'm just enjoying life as it is, and I'm trying to lose weight and I'm trying to watch myself, but I'm still like, this is why I keep like juices next to me. For example, like we have those sachets of powder juice. I know powder juice cannot be good, but like they're imported. They're from Bulgaria, and they have like the highest is 5 calories, and I'm baffled by that. You can have anything. I don't drink soda. I don't drink anything. They have a Pepsi flavored one, like
Ooh.
a cola flavored one. It is so light. You can do anything with it. You can just, it's like basically juices, but like less toxins, gluten free, everything. I think May would love these if she ever finds them. It's Bolero, like Bolero, like Bolero. If you can find any of them, if you can like order some of them, I would highly recommend these. They've been my coping mechanism as well. Like, they have a lot of flavors, and by a lot I mean unbelievable, unimaginable flavors. So these are stuff you can also keep, because I crave a lot of food at night, and I would just drink this, I would just sleep, and then I would wake up, and then if I feel hungry I would drink this again. So but it's
I've
been,
often
yeah,
sorry
go on.
So through like my journey, I have learned that like a lot of times when I'm hungry, I'm dehydrated.
Oh,
so I kind of do the same thing. I constantly have I usually have like 2 or 3 cups around me at a time. So I will have like a juice, I have water, and then every once in a while I'll have like milk or something. But like water, obviously, for hydration. However, I am not a water drinker. I never have been. So I do often do, like you just said, like a powdered juice essentially, and mix them into my water, and it forces me to drink more. But yeah, same thing. If I'm starting to get hungry, it's late at night. I don't let myself eat past like 11. I'm a night owl, so I'm usually up until like 3. So when I say 11, people, please don't freak out. I know that eating late is not good, but I am a night owl. So if I'm hungry past then, I just drink juice or water. Same thing.
I've had that goal as well, where I stop at like 9 p.m. regardless of anything. There was times where I had to refuse pizza because I was at a party, and it made me feel so bad. And then I was like, okay, no, I want to keep going with that. Like, I'd have pizza anytime, any other day during the day. So I'm gonna go back to this, but it's really been hard lately because of like the stress and everything that's been going on at work and around me and stuff. So I can feel that. But is there anything else you would love to add to before we wrap up?
Nothing that brings to my mind. I'm sure there's a million things I could talk about, but nothing directly at the front of my mind right this very second.
Oh man, I'm trying to stall. I don't want this to end.
I know.
Oh my god. So what foods do you allow yourself to eat? Like even during the day, even if it's like a small intake, what foods don't you allow yourself to eat, for example?
So well, let's go with don't, because that's a lot easier of an answer. I don't allow myself to eat a whole lot of sugar these days. Most things I eat are zero sugar, which means that they have some kind of fake sweetener, which I know is bad for you in its own ways. But the sugar is something that my body just can't handle as much. In fact, a lot of sugary things are actually too sweet for me post-surgery. And I don't know if that's just because I'm not eating them or what. However, every once in a while, I do allow myself, and I talk about this on stream all the time. I mean, you guys have seen me order insomnia cookies midstream. I allow myself to still have those things because if you deprive your body of them all the time, then when you do allow yourself to have it, you're like eating 6 cookies instead of 1. So from time to time, I still do allow myself. I eat a lot of high protein things.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly looking to make sure that the protein intake.
Protein bars.
Yep, I eat a lot of protein bars. I keep them in my house at all times. Actually, right next to me right now, I have 3 of them because I didn't know with streaming before this and then this now, like what I was going to want. Or like if I would get hungry.
Yeah.
I do try to make sure I am choosing high protein options for snacks. I drink a lot of protein shakes. I do protein coffee. I eat a lot of meat, specifically chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is I, for example, I cut down on soda. For example, I haven't had any soda products since like 2021, and I've been happy about that.
None at all?
None. I only drink sparkling water or sparkling drinks. I've had probably a sugar-free Fanta, but that was like a sparkling Fanta that was imported from like Japan or something. I made sure it was sparkling, like a sparkling Fanta. So that's probably the closest thing I've had to soda or any product of that.
I was really worried that soda was going to be the one thing that was hard for me to cut out. Actually, it was one of the easiest. I stopped drinking soda about a month before surgery, and I just stopped cold turkey. And I can't say that I haven't had soda since then, but when I do have a soda, I choose the sugar-free ones. So like a Sprite Zero or a Coke Zero. They're 0 calories, 0 sugar. They do have a little bit of sodium in them usually, and then obviously some kind of like fake sweetener because they have to make it taste sweet.
You know why?
It's very
you know
rare.
what the fake sweetener has? Corn, something related with corn, like the corn thing that gives you like diseases or heartburn or something. They are not healthy. They did a test one day here. They brought in a huge aquarium. They dropped the 3 sodas, like Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, and Pepsi Zero or whatever it is. So guess which one sank and guess which one stayed at the surface?
I'm assuming that the one that sank is the fake sugar.
Nope, it's the normal cola. The Pepsi Diet or the light one sank all the way to the bottom.
Oh.
And the zero one stayed in the middle, and the normal one wasn't at the surface, but it was like in between the middle and the surface. So they juke us with that. So this is why I cut down on these, and I've been happy. I've been like, I've even heard people use it to just unclog their cabinets or like their
regular Coke. I've seen people like pour it onto like a battery that's corroded, and it like eats at the corrosion, and I'm like, that was stuff I was putting in my body all the time. I was the biggest soda drinker.
This is why I have this soda alternative. Like all the taste, probably like 5 calories, where like I could drink like 1.5 liters or I don't know how much in ounces it is, but like it is so good. So I highly recommend. I will send you all the details.
I wrote it down.
You can probably find it on Amazon or eBay, I think.
That's what I'm thinking. I was going to check Amazon because they tend to ship a lot. So
Yeah. I don't know if you can choose the flavors you want, but there is a whole lot of varieties. There's even hibiscus. I don't know how you say it. There's even like flowers. Like there's even like flower. Like for example, tulips, like tulip iced tea, or those weird
Oh?
flavors. Yeah, for example, there's even, I think there's a boba flavored one. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, it looks like I can get them right on Amazon.
Yep. So Cozy, this is about all the time we have. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. Thank you for that banter.
Thank you for having me.
I really want to keep going on, and I'm trying to find subjects, but I'm blanking out.
No, that's okay. I understand.
So guys, go follow CozEGames. The episode name is her Twitch username. This is what I do every episode. And go check her out. Go show her all the love. This is how chill and cozy, pun intended, she is. This is like, she's someone you can talk to. Like, she's someone you can have a discussion with. You can hold a conversation with, because I've met a lot of people on Twitch that sometimes, okay, like, cut it short, or like they probably speak a shit ton, like a lot. Like, some of them can speak for hours, but like, okay, like, where's the end of things? Like, I'm not saying, I'm not dissing anyone, I'm not shitting anyone, I'm just citing out, is like telling out examples, because I've met a lot of people like these, and just hang around, just watch her play games, or skill issue, or whatever. And
it's always a skill issue, believe me. I am very mediocre gaming, just so we know. Just putting it out there, setting expectations where they need to be.
I mean, same here. Have you seen me play a game where I don't panic and say, like, I don't exist, I'm a tumbleweed?
Oh, we need to play more games together, Bluesy.
Oh yeah, we have. Yep, these are the ones. I just saw the message. Yep, we have here, I don't think we have the coconut one. The strawberry one is good. We have the watermelon one. We have the exotic. The berry blends, berry blueberry, the blackcurrant, I didn't, but the berry blend and the blueberry, they taste weird.
Oh, do they?
The raspberry, yeah, they kind of taste the same, and they have like that weird aftertaste. Red grape, I've never tasted it. I love anything grape flavored. Pomegranate.
I'm hit or miss with grape.
Pomegranate, I highly recommend. Cherry, cherry, there's a thing with cherry. Don't drink it immediately. Just put it aside, let it simmer, and then you can drink it, because I've drank it immediately.
Okay.
It tastes like blackberry or something. So let it simmer down, because the taste varies. It's like you're drinking cherry Coke without all these bad things that they put in Coke.
Without all the additives, yeah.
And we have mango, mandarin, orange, peach, red orange. They even have like a chili lime flavor.
Oh, that sounds delicious. So this is a pack that I can get on Amazon. I get one of each of these flavors. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm going to order it.
Yep, go for it. If you can find even more flavors, go for it as well. These, if you look at them, if you look in the back, when they arrive, you're going to thank me, because I think the highest calories, as I said, is like probably 5 or 6, but they don't have any additives, and they're gluten-free, and you can probably give May some, or like show them to May.
Yeah.
They're like gluten-free, they're like sugar-free. It's just like you're drinking flavored water. That's all.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to pick up some of these.
Yep.
Oh, look, there's a hibiscus one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay.
There's
yeah,
even,
I'm going to place this order as soon as we're done.
In these, the picture you sent me, there's elderflower as well.
Oh, I see it.
I'm looking at it, yeah. There's, I haven't tasted the coconut one, but just stay away from the pina colada one, the honey one. They taste bad, honestly.
Oh, the pina colada one's bad? Mm-hmm. I was just looking at that one.
I mean, if you enjoy it, get it. But there's a sangria one as well. I don't like sangria wine, so...
I don't like sangria either. We're in the same boat there.
Yeah. I haven't tasted their dragon fruit, but I highly recommend everything. Like, if you find more flavors different than these, just order them.
Okay, so just order every one I see.
I mean, just order the first pack and then try it, and then you can be the judge of it. Yeah. But thank you again, everyone, for listening, and thank you, Cozy, again, for being here. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
Bye.